Hey everybody, vlog so hard. Yesterday I got a comment on the video I posted the previous day because lately I've been just getting in my feelings doing these emo vlogs, and somebody posted the nicest comment I've ever seen. I was really happy to see it, and I didn't get a chance to respond to it, and now it's no longer there. And it's like, damn, I thought about it for a second. I realized I didn't even get, like, I didn't even heart react to whatever creator special heart like thing. Uh if there's a name for that, you guys let me know. I don't know what it is. Um I didn't even do that because I this is so stupid. I wanted to wait until I had time to actually respond with a thoughtful comment, and I just had such a busy day yesterday that didn't happen. And so I went back to check, like, at the end of the day, and the comment just wasn't there anymore. And so I'm looking through my screenshots. I go look through my screenshots on my other phone. Once I get back to that phone, I look through my screenshots on my tablet. I didn't get one. um but it did make an impact. I mean, I did get a dopamine boost from receiving the comment in the first place. So this is not the best time to do this. I woke up a little bit ago and my brain is not firing yet, but I'm sorry to be slow and boring on this format that just requires more and more and more and more and more, or stimulate every 15 seconds. Just whatever, dude. I'm just here to be real. I don't get this channel, it's I care about it a lot, actually, and I care about this community, and I appreciate y'all, and that's what I really wanted to say in this comment, was how much I appreciated the comment. And it was basically just saying, just trying to validate me and encourage me and tell me that watching my stuff had helped them forget about some of their problems for a while. And that's, if you make these videos of any kind, you need to hear that stuff. You need people to tell you that, because you don't know that. We just make stuff, and it just kind of goes out into the void, and you get some numbers, and they don't really mean anything to you after a while. 308 views. I mean, I do take time to remind myself that that's incredible, right? If 300 people or 494 people see a video, or a couple thousand, that's incredible, you know? Um, I do remind myself of that all the time. I don't know, one death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a statistic. Stalin, I believe. So, it's like, 100 views, or 1,000 views, or 10,000 views, or 15 likes, or 67 likes. It's a statistic. But one meaningful comment um, can really touch you. It can really add something to your day. And the person who posted it, they may have taken it down just because they felt vulnerable and they were uncomfortable with it, and it might not have mattered if I had engaged with it. But if they were feeling insecure because I didn't get to it in time, and I didn't acknowledge it, that sucks, and I feel bad about that. I don't really know. I don't know what I can do once it's not there. I can't respond to it. I can't even read it. I literally only had a screenshot of the notification of the first little part of it, and I remember the gist of it, and I hope it'll stick with me. I'm sort of an obsessive archivist, and I want to preserve everything for time eternal, and that's not possible. And nobody, we're all gonna die and be impermanent, and this, the sun's gonna expand out and engulf the earth, right? So I hope we figure something out. We have a limited time as individuals, as a species, as a planet. Um, there's probably some higher purpose to us being here, some kind of, I mean, watch all the NDE videos and all the trip reports you want. There's something going on there, you know. Um, and well, I didn't even want to get into the specifics of the comment too much, but there was something. I mean, they're pretty much anonymous at this point, so I hope I'm not being too uh, invasive or too personal about something. But like there was some talk in the comment about of anxiety about death or something, and um I don't know. Again, I don't know if this channel is the right place for that type of stuff. I do want to start a more serious, more educational channel soon, and migrate a lot of that content over there. And y'all are just seeing all these videos about this right now, and um but there is a thing I always say when people deal with anxiety, which is something I've dealt with a lot, something I'm doing much better with. Obviously, I'm here. I mean, obviously, posting yourself on the internet and being vulnerable is a scary thing to do. It's just something I'm willing to do and something I've worked up to, um, from a place of very severe anxiety. Um, and part of defeating this anxiety stuff is being rational with yourself, and knowing, hey, you know what, I'm not being stalked and hunted by big cats right now, so I'm okay. And affirmations of I'm okay are very important. And I tell people all the time, I, I don't care what situation you're going into, you don't need to be afraid of it. I mean, they're maybe going into a fight or something, but I don't know. I don't know anybody. I don't know a lot of MMA fighters or anything. Although I've talked to or I've been around a few on Twitter who seem very pleasant. But there's a place for some amount of anxiety, but those of us who deal with like a lot of it, um, it's just you need kind of strategies to bring it down. And distracting yourself is actually great. Actually, just engaging with something else, and as this person alluded to, just seeing another example of, oh, this person's not actively worried about X. They're just enjoying themselves. Enjoying yourself is great, but breathing, breath work, as they call it these days, is great. Breathing is wonderful, but again, just um, speaking to yourself from a rational place, going, I'm going to be okay. I'm having a chemical response to my evolutionary history where things were really dangerous and things aren't really that dangerous for me right now. Maybe my childhood was dangerous in certain ways or whatever, and so I'm responding to that, but I'm more or less out of that situation. And so it's taken me a long time to get to my point here, but what I often tell people is you're going to be okay. Whatever situation you're going into, it'll be okay. You just accept that whatever happens is going to happen, and you're it's it might hurt, but you'll come to terms with it. You can, you lose a limb or a sense, and your happiness level is about the same after like a year, right? So I always say, hey, whatever happens, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna die, but you might. Like, you could die at any time, and you will eventually, and that'll be okay too. You'll still be okay. We have a lot of reason to believe that you will survive. As much as I enjoy reading Dawkins and going, assuming that you somehow survive your death. I mean, I do. The older I get, I guess I went from a place of religious trauma to a place of not believing to a place of just not being able to ignore what's in front of me. It seems like you might survive your death, and even if you don't, there's some reason we evolved a belief in an afterlife or a soul or something. But I mean, I just I feel bad for a little bit for people who haven't had any sort of spiritual experience, because they're just kind of sitting there looking at a limited set of they're looking at a subset of the information, which is all that we're ever doing. The only thing anybody's ever doing is looking at part of the information we have. I mean, if that's why it's so important to read and watch videos and listen to other people's perspectives, because yours is extremely limited. And if you want to begin to approach something so lofty as truth, good luck doing it with just your perspective. I mean, you're never going to get there. That's how I see truth, and as well as justice, is it's unattainable for humans. You're not entitled to truth. What is the nature of reality? I mean, it's just like, we don't know. Make peace with that. It's all about radical acceptance, accepting our ignorance. Something Socrates talked about, supposedly, a long time ago. The only, all that I know is that I know nothing. Welcome. We have a very ignorant experience here. We have a very limited perspective. So acknowledge your ignorance. Take in as many perspectives as you can, and you will start to approach some small semblance of I don't like to even call it truth, but the more perspectives you take in, the closer to truth you're going to get. And the more that you insist that your singular perspective is the truth, that your religion is the only way, this political party, well, maybe not great, but they're not that one. I mean, whereas and we're all using confirmation bias to support our narratives and shut down other ones every day, whether we like it or not. The more you insist that your belief is the truth, the more the rest of us can see that you're very insecure, that you're lost, that you have no idea what it is, because those of us who have, you know, taken in perspectives, we've been to the buffet, we've been to the golden corral of perspective, we've started to realize that you're just not entitled to truth. You approximate it a little better every time you take in new information. And I mean new information, not more information from your favorite ultra biased source. You should watch stuff that makes you angry, you know? Anyway, now I'm preaching about stuff. And really what I wanted to say is I've been having a difficult time emotionally. I've been having a difficult time financially. Um having a difficult time spiritually, if that means anything to you. And I I just wanted to say thanks for your support. I just wanted to say that these comments are very meaningful, and I'm really try to keep up with them. I don't do a great job of it. I have to support myself and outside of this, and it's really hard, and I really look forward to you know just I'd really like to make enough money off of here to live off of, and just so I just have more time to you know make stuff and engage with everybody and be on here. But is this a vlog? Is this what vlogging is? I don't know. My favorite comment disappeared. I don't even have a screenshot of it. I never got a chance to heart react to it. Never got a. I didn't do that because I really wanted to write out a meaningful reply, and writing takes a lot of time. And maybe I should have just figured out how to do video response and just addressed it right away. But it was a busy day, and I have trouble with lifelong ADHD person over here, and it's really difficult to manage everything. It's really um, a struggle to make it these days, and I'm trying. I'm not as in my feelings as I was the other night. I I did I did complain and cry and contemplate and be emo to the camera for 30 minutes at Burger King the other night. Maybe we'll cut that down into something. Um, if you're watching this and getting anything from it, again, I'm I'm flattered and I appreciate you. And if I'm sure like 18 people will watch this, but it's I appreciate every one of you for whatever time and attention you're willing to give me, and I hope you get something out of it. And I hope that y'all just I just wish you the best. I hope that you do well and prosper in life, and that you figure out a way for you um the whatever works for you in whatever way you desire. You figure out your version of what it means to vlog so hard. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you later. Terrible ending.